What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So I woke up and I saw something that was very disturbing to me on YouTube. And it's quite funny what YouTube recommends for you to watch, because earlier in the week I was watching a lot of the videos addressing the guy Brother Polight, who attached himself to the black conscious community for 10 plus years. You know, his videos going around about him allegedly sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl. The young girl happened to be the daughter of one of his girlfriends, right? And so everybody was talking about it, and I was looking at all these videos discussing the topic and all of that. And then I wake up this morning and I see Charleston White. Y'all know the YouTube sensation, the guy that's been making his rounds all over YouTube for his outlandish takes, his outlandish responses to a lot of things going on negatively in the black community, as far as how gang culture has destroyed the fabric of the black community. He talked about snitching and how it's destroying a lot of the black community, so on and so forth. And he talked about black people having our culture appropriated by other ethnicities, other ethnic groups across America, and all that, right? And I agree with a lot of those topics, or his stances on a lot of those topics. But right here is where I draw the line. I woke up to that brother Charleston White defending the actions of brother Polight by victim blaming or victim shaming. And the shit was reminiscent of the people who were defending R. Kelly when everything came out about how he had a lust for little girls, how he fetishized little black girls. And I saw other grown-ass black men and grown-ass black women defending the actions of R. Kelly because the girls was too fast. See, this the bullshit I be talking about, right? Because a lot of y'all, let me make an example. I don't care how fast the little baby is. You know why? If a person brought a 14, 15, 16, 17, even 18-year-old girl to me, 18 is legal, but I don't give a damn, right? To this, it's still a baby, right? If somebody brought their teenage daughter to me, I don't care how fast she is, ain't nothing gonna happen with me and that 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old girl. You know why? Because I don't have a lust for babies. I don't have a lust for little children, okay? So all that, they too fast, they too grown, all that shit don't mean nothing, because when a grown man ain't attracted to a baby, ain't nothing gonna happen. She has no chances of being violated, right? So now you got Charleston White basically saying, oh, you know, this is the golden one I heard everybody saying when they were defending R. Kelly. Back in the day when we was in high school, Tamika and them was dating dudes they was 15, dating dudes that was 28, 31, 29, 25, all this and all of that. Listen, the shit was wrong then, it's wrong now, right? So ain't no excuses for that. Ain't no trying to justify that shit. And that's the problem. A lot of people, some people were even saying that Charleston White was right, but I saw a lot of people going against him saying that he was wrong and foul as hell. And the problem with a lot of my black folks in my black community, with my black people, once we find an individual where we agree with a lot of the things they say, we don't want to criticize them. We don't want to say they're wrong. We don't want to go against them. We want to just prop them up every single time. Hell no. You got to check folks when they're wrong. You got to check folks when they out here saying dumb shit. You got to check folks when they out here doing things that could be against the protection of our babies. For real. Because I'm not just protecting black children. I'm not in the interest of just protecting black children from just non-black folks. I'm in the interest of protecting black children from black folks that's predators as well. You know what I'm saying, right? And then listen to what I'm saying. I ain't saying black folks are predators. What I'm saying is I'm for protecting black children all across the board, no matter who the perpetrator is. Okay? Right? I have a special vested interest in protecting black children, black little girls. I am the father of a black little girl. I'm the father of a black little boy, right? And even if I wasn't a father, I'm not gonna let nothing happen to no black child on my watch. You know what I mean? But back to Charleston White, because I heard him saying this too. Oh man, these little girls be wearing all these tight clothes and all these short skirts and all this and all of that, be outside half naked, and then wonder why dude want to get them some of it. Why grown men want to get them some. What the fuck? Are you serious, bro? You know how stupid he sound? I'm like, this is a stupid dude. He really not smart as y'all think. He's stupid as hell. And really is disgusting for him to even say something like that. Because you know what that sound like? Oh, a girl was asking to be raped because she wore some tight, loose clothes. The girl was asking to be touched and abused and violated because she wore tight clothes that was revealing. What the hell? Again, see, these grown ass men don't got no self-control, and they have a lust and fetish for little babies. So they can't hide that. You know what I mean? And then it comes out, and they take advantage of little children. Now, let me just bring y'all of what, let me bring y'all up to date of what Brother Polight is alleged to have done to a 14-year-old girl. I'm saying allegedly because, you know, until everything comes out, until everything comes out in court, I'm gonna just use allegedly, right? Brother Polight allegedly, he was dating a woman. The 14-year-old girl was having issues with her mother. Brother Polight allegedly took the girl out. He's supposed to take her out somewhere to a club or something. I'm like, what the hell is he taking her to a club? But I think they said he told the mother he was taking her downstairs or something to get something to eat or something like that. The man ended up taking her to a hotel room where he allegedly gave her alcohol and some drugs. And then he tried to get oral sex from the 14-year-old girl. The girl passed out. When she woke up, she awoke to Brother Polight with his fingers down her throat, trying to make her throw up the contents, the drug contents, the alcohol contents, trying to make her throw it up so she wouldn't have it in her systems as proof that he was giving her drugs. A minor, a baby, drugs, right? Then, come to find out, because this incident allegedly happened, I believe, in February. Come to find out, they found his DNA on clothing articles of the little baby, right? And I'm looking like, come on, fam, DNA? How can you explain your DNA being on the clothing articles of a little baby, right? That's right. That right there, your DNA on her, that's foul. That's enough for me. Your DNA on her, on a baby? Hell no. That's what's your DNA doing on her clothes? Period. But nonetheless, that's the gist of what happened, right? And you know, and I'm hearing dudes like Charleston White come out and defend that. Look, I'm not listen. Just because brothers can talk a good game on a few topics, they can say some stuff that I agree with on a few topics. That don't mean I'm riding with them all the way through with everything they say. And a lot of black folks got to get off that train too. Because the shit he said is despicable. It's despicable. And you can learn a lot about a man by the things that he defends and the people that he defends. You can learn a lot about a person in particular. But the shit I heard, I'm like, what? This man ain't here trying to justify that? Some of these girls grown and they fast and they dating dudes and grown. Listen, that ain't this and this ain't that. Period. It ain't this and this ain't that. All like, nah, bro. He needs that shit foul. What he doing? Ain't no taking up for that. Again, I don't care if a grown woman, and the same thing that happened to R. Kelly. Oh man, them parents wrong. Trying to absolve Robert Sylvester Kelly of his actions. No, yeah, parents. It was some parents that brought their children to R. Kelly knowing his past allegations that was wrong, right? But Robert is in the wrong too because he got a lust for little children and he acted on that, right? He's sick. So that's why his ass is locked up. For real. Ain't no the girl set him up and all that. No. Ain't again. You can bring a 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old girl to my doorstep right now. Their own parent can. And ain't nothing gonna happen to that baby because I don't got no lust for no children, for no kids. I ain't cut like that. You know, and a lot of y'all out here making excuses for men that's doing that show me how y'all cut. So you telling me because your daughter wear a little skirt, a man can have his way with your daughter, and that shit is cool? Like what? Where do y'all come from, bro? Like I mean, where do y'all clown ass dudes be coming from? That's some clown stuff he just said. I don't know where y'all be coming from with all this. Again, I have a vested interest in protecting black babies, okay? And the victims of Robert Kelly were black children. So I don't give a fuck. See, the perpetrator ain't just got to be the abuser ain't got to just be a white dude or a non-black dude for me to be in uproar, right? Because I got an interest in protecting black children because, again, I got black children and also because I'm a black man, okay? I want to protect the people in my community, the innocent populations within our community, the vulnerable populations within our community. Hell, even if they wasn't, if it's a grown man out here being done wrong and being violated or whatever, I would want to protect him too. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, some of y'all half-hearted with this, you know, protecting black folks stuff. You know what I mean? Charleston White, he come out speaking out for certain stuff. That showed me he half-hearted. This standing up for black folks, this shit ain't for the weak-hearted, for the part-time, for the half-time. Nah, bro. You gonna stand on certain stuff, you better stand on it all the way through. Don't get that black man an excuse. If he did that, don't get that black man an excuse for doing that. Excuse me, for doing that. Don't get no black man no excuse for violating the baby. Oh, because she wore tight clothes and all this and all that. Fam, get the hell up out of here, bro. Get the hell up out of here. For real, for real. That's the problem, man. That's the problem. You know, dudes say a few good things, and some black folks get so caught up in the mystique of that person, that individual, they have no ability to tell that person or discern when that person is still right and wrong. They agree with everything else they say because they agree with them on a couple of topics. I ain't cut like that. Wrong is wrong and they got to be called out. Right? The victims of R. Kelly was little black girls. This dude, like Brother Polight, is alleged to have done something to a little black baby, a child. And I don't give a damn. This is the argument too. Oh, she was out here being fast and she was out here. I don't care if she was out here, you know, being promiscuous as a little teen girl. I don't give a fuck. I don't. Because ain't no way, even if she was, ain't no way no grown man is supposed to take advantage of that. See, a lot of y'all snakes out here. A lot of y'all prey on little children. And y'all preying on little children and then think it's supposed to be okay because, oh, she was fast anyway, she was promiscuous anyway. What? What? Like, do you know how you sound, bro? Do you know how you sound? You sound stupid as hell. And the same people defending it, if it was a black child, oh, they look daughter, oh, now you ready for war. Now you ready for war. Charleston White would be ready for all out war, all smoke, if this was something that, if Brother Polight was alleged to have done it to his daughter. But now he trying to make excuses for the stuff. Man, get the hell up out of here, bro. Get up out of here, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Ain't nobody trying to hear none of that you talking. You know, and it's a shame. It's a shame that I gotta, like, it's black men out here giving an okay for this type of behavior from other black men. I ain't cutting that. I'm never standing on that. Never. Never have, never will. Never have, never will, man. It's just, and it's a shame to me, man. I don't know, man. I don't get how these dudes be coming with the type of logic that they're using. You know, I had to come out and say the same things when it came to R. Kelly. I had to come out and say the same things because some of y'all just don't get it. Just don't get it. Right? Again, if the bank was wide open, let me tell you, this is making, it's not funny at all, but if a bank was wide open and I go in there and rob the bank for all the money they got, the police are going to be like, oh man, you should never left the bank on, but they're going to be like, no, your ass just a thief. You just a thief. And you acted on a chance for you to steal. You acted on it and violated. And now you're going to be reprimanded. Ain't going to be no, oh, the bank should have never left the door open. Hell no. It's never going to be that. It's never going to be that, man. And again, I got a problem with a lot of y'all out here defending the actions and words of people like Charleston White for this. Seriously, I got a huge problem with it. And it's too many, it's too many predators in our community as is. And the problem why they still are remaining in the community is because people like Charleston White are giving those individuals passes to where things can be swept under the rug and they can continue the cycle of abusing other black children. You know what I mean? And you wonder why people view certain parts of the conscious community as clown-like. You wonder why people talk down on the conscious community, calling this stuff like wokety woke and all that. And I don't even like to use the term woke. I like to use the term conscious. But a lot of people give the conscious community a black eye because of rhetoric like this, right? You got other dudes that were like the individual. I heard another individual. He supposed to have been. He outed Brother Polight for these activities years ago, but now he back cool with Brother Polight. Now he defending him. After you just basically came out and told us Brother Polight was doing this years and years ago, but now you defending him. Now you done gave him an award and all this and all. Like, come on, fam. Like, really? Really? Just because you was mad at him, you outed him. But now y'all back cool. It's okay that he did this. Now it's okay that he's an abuser now. You see how clowned out a lot of this stuff is? You see how clowned out a lot of this stuff is, man. It don't make no sense. And that's why people look down on the black community, not the black community, the conscious community. That's why people look down on it and they take it as a joke because you got other individuals like the individual who was mad at him and outed him, now he back cool with him, he defending him, and it's all good that he violating kids now, and he don't know what he has no knowledge of it now because they back cool. And people like Brother Polight allegedly abusing a 14-year-old girl, sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl, and people like Charleston White who say good things about what's being done wrong in the black community on one end, but then come out and defend the actions of a black man violating a little girl. Like, come on, fam. Come on, fam. The man didn't even say we need more proof or nothing. He came out talking about basically saying it didn't matter if Brother Polight did it or not because the young girl was just fast and she was out here being loose. Like, what? Do y'all know it's grown men that groom little babies out here? That groom children all the way through and through, and they can groom them because they're easily to be manipulated because they don't have the same cognitive, their brain is still going through cognitive development to where they can be manipulated. You can make them believe certain things because their brain isn't fully developed as a grown person was to be able to discern if a person is preying on them or not. And R. Kelly was even able to do it to some grown folks because they were mesmerized with his star power and who he was. But just imagine a grown man being able to manipulate a baby. It happens all the time in the hood. And if I sat here and gave it a pass, because I like some of the things that brother said, if I gave Charleston White a pass for saying that because I like some of the stuff he said, I'll be just as clowned out as a lot of the other dudes in the black community, in the black community who was defending R. Kelly. Come on, man. Get that shit out of here. Some of y'all need to grow some balls, stand up, and really draw a line. Because a line got to be drawn. That was clowned out. That was clown-like stuff from Charleston White for sure. You know what I mean? And Brother Polight, this stuff that he coming out with him is foul and it's sick. You know what I mean? And the DNA evidence, it says already what it says to me. But again, we're going to say allegedly because until it comes out and it's proven, we got to say allegedly, right? But if it comes out and he does all this, that he did everything that people are suspecting that he did, he got to be canceled and he got to be X'd out too. You know what I'm saying? Because Charleston, I'm like, man, come on, man. For real. Nonetheless, man, I'm done talking. Machiavelli Mills TV. Peace.